Donny Bass. I fish professionally a lot. I travel a lot of the southeast United States. I've had a good run this year. I'm fishing a bunch of trails. I've kind of spread myself out quite a bit, but I've already won one series this year, the King of the Glades, and I'm leading the points trails in another trail this year, so it's off to a good start. We put in a holiday park down in the Everglades. The water's just starting to drop a little bit. The fishing's getting pretty good. It's only going to pick up as the water drops, but the game plan was we had some topwater action in the morning. Hoping to get a couple big ones in the morning. I think we got a 5 or so in the morning with a couple threes, and then as the sun come up, I started pitching a little bit, and then as later in the day, as that little ripple gets on the water, it's good. The snakes are good down here. As the water drops, a lot more of all the alligators, the snakes all go to the canals, and this is pretty much what I pitched. There was a couple different baits I pitched, but this is the one I think I caught the big one on, which is a Gambler Mega Daddy. I got it paired up with a Hog Tech weight. It's a new bait company I've been with now for about a year, or a weight company. As you can see, down in the Everglades, there's a lot of rocks on the bottom, so it really puts weights to test, you know. So, and this is like probably the 3rd time using this weight, and it still looks, you know, pretty good shape, and no chipping, no nothing. So it's really lasted well. But this is what we caught most of the fish on, midday, kind of pitching around, and starting out in the morning. I was just throwing a Vixen. This is a lime-colored Vixen. I put some big old hooks on it, some better hooks on it, but that was kind of the morning deal. And we throw a big old snake down here. This is a Gambler E16 they call it, but basically it's a big old snake. It's actually 16 inches long. It's a huge bait. I only throw a 6/0 hook in here, but I know a lot of guys throw the 5/0 EWGs or 6s. They normally eat it head first, but I think I wound up catching 1 or 2 decent ones on that. It won about 5 pounds on it, and so that was kind of one of our deals, later in the day. A lot of thing that gets brung up, man, is my last name. It's kind of funny, my last name being Bass. I get asked all the time, is your last name really Bass? Here I bass fish, all the time, my whole life. But my last name really is Bass, which is a funny story. But my grandmas are Bass, and I even have great grannies. I mean, they were born and raised in northern Florida. I mean, they lived off the land. I think my great granny, who just passed away at 94 years old, but she had a little bit of Indian in her, actually, and so I'm born and raised in Florida, man. It's the life. I mean, it's the wilderness, the boating, the fishing, the hunting. I mean, it's a very unique place down here. There's gars and Oscars and all kind of creatures and animals and alligators. It's just, when you're out here, it's just free, man. There's no better feeling out here than you get to catch some good bass like we did today. So it was a good day.